The Rock Whisperer. Do you hear the earth talking to you?
All right, so we're going to start working on putting together our interactive notebooks to make a review book. So what you first need to do is make sure that your paper is lined up along this particular edge when you go to fold it over, and then make sure you pull it close and tight up against the edge of the notebook when you go to make your first crease. What you're next going to do is then fold over your sides like this. So you'll have something like that. Do the same thing on the other side. And fold that over. So now you have something that looks like that. Again, make sure it's tight up against there, and also that it stays right along your edge here. This edge, if you're off by a little, it's okay. We'll be taping along that edge. So the first cuts you're going to make when you take this back off are right here. This extra piece on the inside is what we want to take off. We can also cut some of this. We don't need all of this, and we can use some of this for the back. So I'll cut and show you what it looks like. Your end product should look like this. Got two flaps on the side and a flap on the top. Bring back your notebook, put it like this. So now when we go to fold over, it looks similar, except we don't have as much paper here. It will help it to stay. Next thing you're going to do is put some dots of glue along this edge and along this edge and hold them down. You want to put a couple of dots on here to help stick to the cover. You may do that also. By dots of glue, we should have something that looks like that. End product, we should have our cover glued on like that. Our next step is to put our table of contents on the back of the cover, and when we cut that out, we'd also, if we continue to hold on to this and our other little scraps, we should be able to put a border around our table of contents. So now we have a border around the outside and our table of contents on the back. Next is to pick a color of tape that you want in order to do your edges with. So when you go to do your edges, obviously blue would match up great with mine. Some people have chose to go with a different color that's a little bit contrasting. So let me show you a couple of examples that have been done. So here's one nice edge on here. You can also do some around here, just have to be careful not to cover over the wording. And the last step that we'll do, as you can see already on here, is we're going to punch two holes and put rubber bands on, and that will allow us to pull the rubber bands around like such in order to hold your notebook together and anything that's in there. This person's already put their name on it with the logos that we have selected. Again, you can see the tape here. This person chose to put a little bit broader strip of tape here with their table of contents. And this person decided to put some tape on the corners which is also an acceptable thing, and they have a different color rubber band on there. One of the last steps that we're going to do is we're going to start making our pockets for the back of our interactive notebooks. So you take one page, move it over. You take the next page and fold down the sheet of paper. You're then going to put glue, a couple dots along the bottom, 2 dots over here, and you're going to fold this page over, and then this is going to glue on the top, the side and the bottom. It's going to create a pocket. And then when you go to make your next one, take one page, fold it over, take the next page, fold it down, make a crease, put your glue on it. We're going to do that 10 different times to make 10 different pockets for this notebook. So for this first one, I have it folded, probably about 5 or 6 dots of glue along the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have glue that kind of looks like that. Fold it over, gently smooth it out. Be careful because some of the glue may ooze out of the bottom. And then what you wind up with is a paper that looks like this, and you have a pocket. So if you have any questions, just ask. I have a hole punch. I'll be willing to punch the holes for you, give you your rubber bands, and we'll go from there.
Don't forget to listen to the earth.